Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Golf. I hope you're having a great day and better week. Today we're talking about almost a one-year review of Parfums De Marly Althair. And do I think it's worth it? Are there better options out there for the fall and winter? So if you haven't had your chance to check out Althair, it's Parfums De Marly's, I think, one of their best scents. I would say it's in their top 2 or 3, really depending on who you talk to. You know, I think Parfums De Marly is really good at fall, winter fragrances. I don't think they're great. I think they're really good at spring and summer. I think Percival and Greenlee are very good. But the guys like this, Carlisle, Wajan, I think are home runs. So I bought this a year ago and I wanted to kind of get into my thoughts of it. Do I like it? All those good things. So I just want to show you the presentation. Yes, I keep some of the boxes just in case. There's a beautiful orange box. It opens up with an embossed little Parfums De Marly thing here. And out comes the, I wouldn't say famous, but the infamous burnt orange bottle. If you're a Texas fan, you probably love this bottle. What I would say about this, it's when I first got my nose on it, it was a familiar smell, and I'll tell you why. So the designer, and I'll put his name up here, was the same gentleman who's done Drunk Lovers, which is fragrance I absolutely loved last year, and has also done Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Hence, when people say this smells very much like this or the other, this is why. Same designer, he's done some amazing things. Leighton, Carlisle, I believe a bunch, and you can go on the list of how many he's done. It's a 1,000. I mean, he's one of my favorite designers in this fragrance industry. Let's get into kind of the notes of this guy, and then we'll kind of wrap up here. It won't be a long. So the main accords for Althair is sweet, vanilla, warm, spicy, musky, cinnamon, powdery, aromatic, citrus, ambery, and white floral. Let me read here what Parfums De Marly's put on their notes, or their website, I should say. They call it an oriental vanilla fragrance for men. I think this is unisex. I think both can wear this. This is a new fragrance. Althair was launched in 23. It was created by Hamid Maradi Kashani, and we talked about in Ilias. Hamid's really good at these fragrances. Top notes are cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom, bergamot. Middle notes are bourbon, vanilla, and elamine, which is a resin. Base notes are praline, musk, ambroxan, guaiac wood, candied almond, and tonga. So let's talk about this guy, and really let's get one of my tester strips out and test it. Obviously we've worn this enough. Can you guys see that atomizer? I don't know. There you go. I think their atomizers are adequate. I don't think they're the best overall. What I will say with the opening for this for me is a little very vanilla, obviously, powdery, almost Play-Doh-esque, if that makes sense. This to me is not the highlight of this fragrance. I think this fragrance does magical things as it goes. It's kind of linear on my skin. I don't go in a lot of places with this. It doesn't get very dark or very light. It kind of stays linear to me. But it's, as I would call, I want to say sugary, because that's going to come off strange to people. It's an interesting scent where it's almost, it's bright and almost sparkly, if that makes sense. It's very uplifting. It's a beautiful scent. What I've enjoyed about this scent is really more of the dry down. And again, I always tell people I hate powdery scents, and if I look at my collection, most of them are powdery. It's the iris powder I don't like. This doesn't have that. This is very beautiful. Starts off, again, this is a dry vanilla. This is not a, Drunk Lover starts off with bergamot and then kind of gets into a vanilla, like a rummy kind of vanilla. This is more of a dry, almost like an oud wood kind of earthy vanilla, if that makes sense. It's not a syrupy, I'm going to be sick kind of vanilla. Gets down to the rum, gets down to the other notes. It's just a gorgeous scent. I love this scent. What I will say is, I didn't love it after the first few times, and I'll get into my story of how I ended up buying this shortly. So a year or so ago, my son and I were looking for fragrances when he was just kind of getting into fragrances, and I had sprayed a test strip at Saks. My Saks in Cleveland is phenomenal at getting scents, and their people are really good. And I got a sample like this, and I threw it in. I had a sport coat on. I was just coming from work, and I threw it in my pocket, my sport coat. And maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, I wore that sport coat, and I'm walking into a meeting, and I said, "What's this?" And like an idiot, I'm walking into a meeting smelling something, and people are like, "Does the guy have smelling salts?" And I like, "Wow, what is that?" And so I texted my son. I said, "Do you remember when we went, like, what were we testing?" He said, "I think it's Althair." And I said, "Really?" And I said, "It smells," and then I instantly had an epiphany. I was like, "Oh, it smells like Drunk Lovers," which makes sense because it's made by the same designer. So fast forward, I purchased it. Couple caveats with this. This is not an all year seasonal fragrance to me. This is a, I would say, fall phenomenal, winter phenomenal, or really good, and then spring, beginning of spring, it's good. This is not, to me, a high heat fragrance. I know people wear it and they say, "I love it." It's not one of my favorites for high heat. It becomes then it becomes sickly. It just doesn't work for me. It becomes very, very overly powdery. It just doesn't work with my skin. But the pros and cons to this. The pros is I absolutely love the way this smells on the dry down. I like initially too, but to me the dry down's where this wins. The longevity is really good. I'm getting 10 hours on this all day long. And again, I'm a 2 spray guy. I'm not trying to knock out the room like some people wear 14 sprays. I'm a 2 spray guy and move on my way. The other pro that I really like, it's different. You know, I have Mercedes-Benz Club Black, or my son took it down to college. I've had Drunk Lovers, I've given that one away, but I really enjoy this one. I think it's maybe the best of those 3. It's a little drier than probably all 3 of them. The vanilla in Mercedes-Benz has a little more fruit, almost has a, not a prune smell, but has that type of an earthy kind of fruit, where I don't get any of this. This is more pralines and almonds and vanilla and a little bit of rum and that kind of stuff, but really, really good. The cons to me are it's compared to the other 2 I mention all the time, which are, well, Drunk Lovers is double the price of this, or close to. Mercedes-Benz Club Black is a very close cousin, and it's in the $50 range, and you can still get that one. This one is more unique, it's stronger, it's more, I don't say mass appealing, it's better made. It's just a better all over scent. But the other con I would say is, if you don't love vanilla scents, this isn't the scent for you. It's pretty straightforward. This is, I think, the best vanilla scent we've ever tested. Mercedes-Benz Club Black was great last year when we've tested it early on, and really, really like Althair. I think it's, if I had to do my ranking, and I know people love their rankings of Parfums De Marly, I would say, to me, Wajan's probably the best scent, not the easy scent to wear. And then I would say Carlisle's right up there. Again, another beautiful scent, not easy to wear. Oh, Carlisle's a little easier than Wajan. Wajan's great for winter, dead of winter, it's beautiful. And then it's probably this, and I could go on the list of Layton's and all the other ones that I really like. I like Greenlee, which a lot of people don't like. I like Percival. I like a lot of those other ones too. But to me, I think this is in the top 3 of the Parfums De Marly fragrances and above. Parfums De Marly's, I think, has the best bottle and cap in the industry, certainly the best cap. I mean, someone breaks in your house, throw this cap at them. I mean, this thing is hefty. I just think these guys continue to put out great fragrances. It's amazing. This brand 5 years ago was off the radar and just coming into the market, and they've got some of the best fragrances in the industry 5 years later. It's amazing to me. It really is amazing to me here. I know they've been around in Europe, but domestically here in the US, 5 years maybe. It's amazing. So anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this, our quick, long version of the Althair. I just think it's one of the best fragrances around. Anyway, guys, so thanks for watching. If there's anything else you want to see, let us know. Like I said, hit us up either on our social media or either our website or certainly on this video. Anything you want to see, let us know, and we will talk with you guys soon. Thanks, guys.